Hello again. Excuse me. Let's continue our overview for the learning units. We're moving into learning unit 4, week 4. We're well over halfway done. Just keep at it and you'll do great. Once again, we have our discussion question. This one is on temporal data and time series data, two different aspects of types of data that you'd be concerned with visualization. So I'll first describe the difference between temporal and time series. What is the major? And there's a relatively major difference. So please look into that. Please research that. Please respond to the discussion question. Was there anything that surprised you? How did you feel about this week's topic overall? Overall, excuse me. So the discussion question does generate ideas from you about data visualization as a very important topic. So I do read these quite carefully and I will respond to your response. And remember, you also need to comment on two of your classmates' response on 2 different days, please. All right, so that's the discussion question as usual. Temporal and time series data, very important topics. The assignment, which will be very interesting, we're going to graph the Fibonacci sequence, which is generally in science and the ideas of understanding algorithms, etc. Started with the mathematician, Fibonacci. So it's a very, you can really geek out on this. In my earlier days, the Fibonacci numbers and all that, the fascinating parts about it. Makes for an interesting topic and you can really geek out on it. So we're going to go through what the Fibonacci series is, why we need to know that. There's some scripts, a script in here that you're going to run in Visual Studio Code. So, just to give you a general idea, this is one of those theoretic aspects that really makes sense as far as understanding how math ties into data visualization. It's probably one of the top end ones that basically you need to learn. And finally, as far as assignment, make sure you create the screenshots from your little experience here. And yes, you'll get to learn a lot about Python throughout this course, which is absolutely useful. And then finally, we have our requisite quiz or required quiz. Basically the same. Make sure you navigate to the Use Certify area. Yes. And I would definitely suggest experimenting with all the aspects of the quiz. Remember, it's all centered around the quiz. With the actual tests, the center button here, 2 hours to take that, and that's what is scored. The rest is kind of review, or you can even gamify it once again. But so anyway, make sure you go through that. All right, so as far as learning unit 4, week 4, there you go. No big deal. So thank you for listening. Let's move on to our last week.